In this video, I'm attempting to build the perfect Christmas gift in under 1 hour. I'm also trying to use as few power tools as possible. I'm hoping max 3. We'll see about that, but it will be very few tools, I promise. Also, I'm only using $3 worth of wood for this entire project. Actually, I'm probably using more like $1.50 because I'm not even gonna be using this whole fence spigot here. And that's all the hints I'm gonna give you until later in the video. Okay, fine. I'll give you one more hint. It involves this. Oh, what was that? I don't know. You'll have to watch the video to find out. And as always, in all of my YouTube videos, there are free plans in the description if you guys want to build this for yourselves. Because who wouldn't? It's the perfect Christmas gift. Just watch, you'll see. So now that the scene has been set, let's go ahead and start the timer right now. So these fence pickets are 5/8 of an inch thick by 5.5 inches wide, and they should be 6 feet long. Yep, 6 feet long. So first I'm gonna cut 2 pieces at 5 inches here on the miter saw. Then I'm gonna take it over to the table saw, cut a 1/2 inch off on that other uncut side, so we have a 5-inch square piece. I know I'm on the clock right now, but I'm gonna still make sure that I have all my safety precautions in measure. All my safety measures. Let's try that again. No project or challenge video is worth risking your fingers or any other part of your body. Before you cut your fence pickets, or any wood for that matter, make sure you remove the staples. Your blade hits this, you add a flying sharp projectile to the shop, fly off. Gotta be safe. Sound effects are free. Gotta plug in the saw. I found that plugging in your tools before you use them really help their performance. Just to clean up the edge, going to shave off one of the edges, and then I'll set the saw to 5 inches and get that cut to 5 inches square. Okay, we've got our first 2 5-inch square pieces cut. We've used 2 tools so far, the miter saw and the table saw. And we're gonna do a time check. We are at 8 minutes and 30 seconds, if you can see that right there. So, it is gonna take me longer than it would take you because I'm talking to you wonderful people, but you know, it's only gonna be entertaining if I'm really close. Let's keep going here. I'm back over to the miter saw. I'm gonna cut 1 more piece at 6 inches, 1 more piece at 5 inches. I probably would save a lot of time if I would just do all the cutting first at the beginning, but kind of making this up as I go along, so you guys will just have to bear with me here. If any of this is confusing, feel free to check out the free plans in the description below. Follow along in the video. Make something cool of your own. Again, I always say, like, you got nothing to lose. They're free plans. Once I get these cut down on the miter saw, I'm gonna take them over to the table saw. We're gonna cut 3/4 inch strips out of both the 6-inch piece and the 5-inch piece. Okay, so I have 4 6-inch long, 3/4 of an inch wide pieces that are 5/8 of an inch thick. I didn't mess with the thickness of it because, you know, they're just standard fence picket sizes. And then I have the 4-inch pieces here, also 3/4 of an inch thick. Since these are fence pickets, if there's knots in them, they really weaken the boards, especially if you cut them thin like this at 3/4 of an inch. So you should be able to, you know, saw a few different ones off if you need to. You still have some extra left over. Try to pick the ones without the knots if you can. And we're gonna keep moving. So after I got those cut, we are right at 14 minutes right now. Looking pretty good. We're only using 2 tools so far. I'm about to pull the 3rd one out. And we'll see if we can stay at 3 tools. I'd really like to not use more than 3. I lied, I actually need to use a 4th tool. I was gonna try to hand sand this, but there's just no time for that. I'm gonna have to use a random orbit sander. Some people get really offended when I pull out the green sander here. So I don't want to speak its name. So we're just going to keep it hidden so that nobody... I'm just kidding. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I use this every single day. So I invest in good tools. Also, this was a used tool. I got it at a great price. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to use it. Got to keep her moving here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some 150 grit sandpaper on this. If I can find it here. Here it is. Also, quick tip here. If you have a hard surface you're sanding on, it really works just to go grab some of these drawer grippers, like the stuff you lay in the bottom of a drawer. Set it on your work surface. Keeps it from moving around very much. Also keeps the vibration down. Super handy. Little tip for you. That one was for free. Actually, this whole video is for free. Lucky you. Oh, and there's free plans in the description. All right, get this sanded down real quick. All right, time check after sanding. We are at 18 minutes, 30 some seconds. So far, we've only used 3 tools. We've used the miter saw, the table saw, and the sander. We're about to break out the 4th tool. Let's hope we don't have to go over 4 tools. Where is it? We're burning precious time. Where did I put it? What the heck? Oh, here it is. This is just more accurate to what it really like is in the shop, you know? So building this under an hour includes looking at the plans, moving the camera around whilst looking for tools that you have hidden in plain sight. I'm gonna hook this up to our air compressor here. I mean, come on, a brad nailer is useless without an air compressor, so I'm counting this as one tool. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments. It's good for the algorithm. Unless you have a really nice battery-powered brad nailer, but honestly, that costs more than these two combined, so I'm just gonna count this as one tool. All right, so now that we have our piece of sander, I'm just gonna take one of the 5-inch square pieces, and I'm going to take the 6-inch long pieces here. First, though, I'm gonna mark in on all 4 corners, just 1/4 of an inch. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can actually see what I'm working on here. I want these inset from the edges right at 1/4 inch. So to put this little piece together, I think what I'm gonna do, add a little CA glue, and I'm gonna add a little wood glue. I'm going to push it down on the corner there, right where I marked it. I'm actually gonna spray a little activator on the bottom to see if it helps stick a little faster. Again, make sure that your boards are all oriented the right direction. You're not mixing and matching. Wow, that activator worked really well. So if you don't want them to move, put some activator on it. Okay, so now we're gonna flip it over upside down like that. And I'm just gonna run one 1-inch brad nail through the bottom, being very careful not to split this. Orient the gun the right way. If you look at the nail, they're actually thicker from top to bottom than they are side to side. So if they're gonna bend, they're actually gonna bend left to right, not up and down. So when you orient the brad nailer, pick the thicker side of wood, and instead of shooting it like this, oh no, right after I said that, the CA glue worked really well. This is end grain, so the glue's just getting soaked up real quick. 3 and 4. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure the distance. Now we're gonna have 2 different measurements we're gonna have, since these are 3/4 of an inch one way and 5/8 of an inch that way. They're gonna be different distances from the insides here. I wanna cut 2 pieces per side, top and bottom. So we're gonna measure the distance from each one. I'm actually gonna make a little mark on my ruler since it's kind of right in the middle. It's like at a 30-second mark. And then that way I know exactly where I need to cut my piece. I also wanted to let you know that my Woodworkers Playbook course is 50% off right now for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Inside of it, you learn build, systems, and shortcuts that actually make you money in the shop. The sale ends soon. Check out the link in the description to learn more. I hope to see you guys inside of the Woodworkers Playbook course. So I'm gonna make 4 pieces, 3 inches and 7/16 long, and then I'm going to cut them each down to 1/2 of an inch wide on the table saw. Let's do a quick time check here though, because that last part took a little longer than I wanted it to. Yeah, 30 minutes and 20 seconds. We're about halfway done. We got plenty of time. We still got time. This gripper here has a 1/4 of an inch rubber strip right here, so I can put it right up against the fence. When I know the fence is at 1/2 of an inch, know that I'm gonna have a really secure way of pushing this through the table saw here. So now we're just gonna get these tacked in here. I want them flush with the inside. Find a piece that fits really well. It's helping that these are 1-inch brad nails, so they're not going into the other piece very much. These are so thin and intricate, delicate if you will, that if there's more nail coming into this one, there's more chance of it splitting. Before I put the other 2 pieces on the top here, I'm gonna cut some more for these sides. So let's go ahead and measure that. I'm gonna make a mark on the ruler itself, that way I know how long to cut the piece. All right, we've got our other little piece cut. We're gonna cut it down to 1/2-inch strips like we did the other ones on the table saw, right over here. All right, time check, we were at 43 minutes. We're gonna have to kick it in gear here while still being safe, but we only have 17 minutes left to finish this project. We're pushing it a little bit here. There's a few more things I want to do to this build before it's finished to make it look really nice and crispy, but we've only got 12 minutes left. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Initially, I wanted to do like some cross half laps here. Can you guess what it is yet? It's getting closer, but I'm just out of time. I don't think I'm gonna get that done. So spoiler alert, this is going to be a little solar lantern. Got the solar light right here. It's gonna go right on top. It's gonna fit right in there, but first I'm gonna cut a hole. So it looks like I'm gonna need a 4th tool. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, oh wait, hold on. I have to use 5 tools, darn it. I thought, is there any way to make a circle in this without using another tool? But there's not. We're gonna do this whole build with 5 tools. That's not too shabby. In the original plans for this lantern, I wanted to add some decorative feet on here. So we're gonna drill a hole in here, put the light through the hole, and then, you know, if you throw some finish on it, it would be complete at this point. I am gonna go ahead and cut the hole out for this light first. 2 7/8 inch hole that I need to drill. I'm gonna use some, this is not a tool, okay? It's not necessary. I just like to use a little double-sided tape on this when I'm using the hole saw so it doesn't spin out on me. That's happened too many times. I'm gonna get my hole saw out. Dead battery, that's not helping. Luckily we got another one right here. Gotta reload. Okay, there's that. Not my cleanest work, but that's okay. Oh no, it's not quite big enough. We're gonna have to get a sander and sand that out quick. Try not to use any more tools. We've already used 5, that's way too many. Huh, we got an issue. This isn't fitting in. Clock's still ticking. Let's do a time check here. We're at 53 minutes. So I used the wrong size hole saw. This is a 2 3/4. I need to use the 3-inch. There's a little lip on the solar light right here that goes to about 1/4 inch. It might be a little bit loose on the inside, but I can always use a little bit of glue and seat that in there. I have to cut a new 5-inch square piece as fast as I can, safely. Does a hole saw count as a tool? It's a bit for your tool. I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments if this counts as a tool or not. Link in the description to all the materials used in this build, by the way. We can get rid of that piece. Here, I'll show you guys a close-up of it now. It is a little bit loose, but we can always add just a little bit of glue or silicone underneath the light. That way it fits in just like that. Let's go ahead and sand it real quick, make it look a little bit nicer. I paused the timer because I am running out of time, and this doesn't count as building because I'm talking to you guys. So 57 minutes, 4 seconds. I paused it because I wanted to just say that this could be done at this point. You have 3 minutes left. If you wanted to shoot a couple of brad nails in the top, add a little glue, make sure the light doesn't move, and then throw a quick coat of finish on. It'd be good to go. You got yourself a little lantern. You might want to fill the nail holes in with some plastic wood or putty or something. You've got a nice little perfect, you be the judge if it's perfect or not, Christmas gift. Oh, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can do this in 3 minutes. As soon as I run over to grab it, I'll start the timer again. I have this leftover plexiglass that's been laying in the shop for months. I've been wanting to use it, and it's from an old lantern build that I made a while ago. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to add a little bit of plexiglass to the inside of this to give it a nice glow. So what I'm gonna do now is throw in some finish real quick, and then while that's drying, get this leftover plexiglass I have laying in the shop that I've been wanting to use for a while. You don't have to use this, like I said, that could be done just the way it is with a little finish on it. I'm gonna throw the finish on that, get this cut down, and see if I can get it glued inside in 3 minutes and see where we are after that. Again, if you just wanna shoot nails in this, throw some finish on, glue the light in, you have yourself a perfect, yes, perfect Christmas gift right here. Clock starts right now. Okay, now we're just gonna throw some quick finish on this. I'm not sure. Nope, I'm not gonna say that. We're gonna go play to the buzzer. 5 seconds. And done. That's it. We did it as best we could. We are at 1 hour right now. Didn't quite get it all finished. So that's all right. We're just a few, probably another 5 minutes though, and I would have had it done. I'm gonna go ahead, throw some stain on real quick, cut some plexiglass, and I want to show you guys what it looks like at the end. I'm gonna buzz through this part. I know you guys have builds to get to. Let's get this done. I was really hoping I'd be able to get this done in 1 hour, but you know, that's okay. I think we did pretty good. We got a lot done in an hour. In about an hour and 5 minutes, you can have a little gift like this. If you guys want to build this too and sell it, it used less than half of a fence picket to build this thing. The light costs about $4.50, so altogether you're looking at around $7 per lantern to build. If you guys wanted to sell these, you could probably sell these for, you know, 20, 25 bucks or so. So right now I'm just gonna measure the inside to inside, cut the plexiglass down to size. I'm gonna insert it inside and use a little bit of this silicone adhesive. Then I'll just go ahead and take the lid, set it on top, run a little bit of glue, maybe a couple brad nails in the top. And now we have the not just perfect, but the ultimate perfect lantern because it has plexiglass. Total time with adding the plexiglass and everything to it, we were right at 1 hour, 14 minutes, 12 seconds. If you guys made it this far into the video, go ahead and subscribe, like, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to check out the free plans in the description. If you enjoyed this video, I bet you'll like the other one on the screen here.